Welcome to the lesson. This is going to be chord variations, just two chords, but different variations of them. And a song at the end, a song based off of a song. The chords are going to be C and G. I'm going to show you some different variations of C, both major and minor, and G, both major and minor. Now, here's the three C chords I'm going to show you. That's major. We've got, you know that one. That one has that open string. And these are all fretted. And this is all fretted. Same chord, just three different variations, different fingerings, different ways to play it. The first one you know. The second way that I showed you, if you don't have it yet, I'm basically barring my ring finger across the 2, 3, and 4th strings on the 5th fret, and my index finger is going on the 5th string, 3rd fret. So it sounds like this. Then this last one here, the C note is going to be on the 6th string right there instead of the 5th string. They're the same exact two notes, just a different string, different place on the guitar neck. But they can still be played the same. The fingering is going to be a little bit different because of the different tunings through the strings. But over here, you got your index finger, which is going to be barred across all 6 strings. You're going to bring your ring finger down to the 5th string, 10th fret, and your pinky finger is going to be on the 10th fret also, but the 4th string. So you got this. Then you're going to bring down your middle finger on the 3rd string, 9th fret, so you got this. We'll play all 6. So there you go, you got this, this, and this. Now C minor, the only difference in tone is going to be the 3rd note of the scale, the C scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 8 is the same thing as 1 here because it's the octave. 7 tones and then it repeats over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Octave. So, it's the 3rd tone. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be flatted, so instead of this, it's going to be this. That's a minor 3rd. The 3rd tone is what dictates if a chord or a melody or whatever is going to be major or minor. So we got this. This is the root. That's the 3rd tone. Same as right there. To make it minor, we have to flatten that by just a half step or 1 note. So it's going to be taken down here. Then we got this chord. Oops. It's a little awkward to play. But it is, it's a very awkward C minor chord that you're probably not going to ever finger this way. But it's still good to get those fingers nice and limber and topped in so that you can manipulate each of the digits. See the differences? One is major, one is minor. It's the 3rd tone that dictates major or minor. Now to finger this one, I'm using my pinky finger on that C note, which is the 5th string, 3rd fret. And I'm using my index finger on the 4th string, 1st fret. The next string is open, that's the 3rd string. And then I drop my middle finger down on the 1st fret, 2nd string. So that's how you finger that one. Now C minor is going to be probably played like this. That's how you're probably going to play C minor in a real world situation. Now the C major, that's the fretted version. This is the 3rd tone, right there. It's the octave of this. This is the one that's got to be flattened by a half step. So instead of barring my ring finger, I'm simply going to play. Let's see here. The index finger is still going to be on the 5th string, 3rd fret. The ring finger is going to come down. Instead of barring, it's going to play only 1 note. It's going to play on the 4th string, 5th fret, and the pinky is going to come down, and that's going to play on the the 5th fret also, but the 3rd string. So we got this. Then I'm going to drop the middle finger down on the 2nd string, 4th fret. So it's going to sound like this. So we go from this to that. This to that. Major and minor because of that 3rd tone. Minor, major, minor. Okay, and the other C minor is just going to be this. For this one, I'm barring the 1st finger like I was before, and to make it easy, actually, the only thing you're going to do, that's the major version, you're just going to lift your middle finger up. That's it. That's minor, C minor. Now I'm going to show you the G, because well, it's just another great chord to show you. Good. It's great for examples because with G, it's easy to use open strings as well as all fretted notes. So the first G major that I'm going to show you is this one, and you should know it. You use open strings on that one. The way to play this one minor is going to be like this. Actually, it's going to be just the bottom 4 strings. So 6, 5, 4, 3 strings. Those 4. Now for this one, well, the 3rd tone is, that's the 3rd tone. So to make it minor, let's drop it down 1/2 step or 1 note. And to finger this, I'm going to place my ring finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, where the G note is, my index finger on the 1st fret, 5th string, and then the next 2 strings are open. That's it. Now the next position for the G is going to be, well, it's going to be all fretted. It's going to be in the same starting place right here, but it's going to be fretted. So we got this. That's major. The index finger is going to be barred, all 6 strings on the 3rd fret, and then we're going to bring these 2 fingers down, the ring finger and the pinky. They're going to go on the next 2 strings on the 5th fret, so we got this. Then we're simply going to drop down the middle finger on the next string, which is the 3rd string, on the 4th fret, so we got this. And then the next 2 are just played by the 1st finger that's barred, so play all 6 strings and it sounds like this. Now the minor version, that's the major 3rd, so we're simply going to remove our middle finger, if we can get that to sound. This is much easier to play on an electric, believe me, this particular chord. But from G major, remove this right here, so it's minor. And then we got G minor. Now the next one, we're going to go all the way up to the 10th fret. It's an octave, right? Same note. Just going to start right here. And this is going to be the same fingerings as the C that was on the same set of strings, but in a different location on the guitar neck. We're starting with the G note instead of the C note. So just like C major, fretted, we got G major, fretted, starting on the G note. The G note, by the way, is 5th string, 10th fret. And just like C minor, instead of starting on the C note, we're going to start on the G note. Again, the 10th fret, 5th string. And that's it. G major, G minor, C major, C minor. Piece of cake. Now we go into song time. Sweet Home Alabama. It's a good study. It's kind of simple, and after you get used to it, it's no big deal, but it's kind of fun, and you can crack your friends up when you start playing it. So, yeah. But Sweet Home Alabama. First, we've got a D chord. The way that I finger this is going to help me prepare for the next chord change. It's not how you would normally finger a D chord if you're just playing D chord, but because we're going into the chord that follows the D chord, we're going to finger it a little bit differently. And that's going to be with the index finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and middle finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And let's see, the D string, which is the 4th string, that's going to be open. Like that. That's the first part. Whoops. And the next part, we're just going to come down with the ring finger and put it on the C note, which is the 5th string, 3rd fret, and we're just going to position our fingers for the C chord, that chord. And that's going to take us right into our next spot, which is this. And for the next one, we're going to go right into our G chord with the open strings option. Just like that. And the next part is pretty cool. You're going to hammer on. That's when you pluck a note and then hammer on without picking. Like that. See? That's a hammer on. And we're going to, well, here's what it sounds like. We're going to do it twice. So we got this. You can hammer on with the index or with the middle. The middle is typically a more powerful finger here, so it might be easier for you to use your middle, but it's good to be able to do with both the middle and the index. So we got this. Twice. Hammering on. I'm plucking the 5th string open. Then I'm hammering on the 2nd fret, 5th string still, without picking. And then after that, I'm playing the next string open, which is the 4th string, like that. Just like that. I'm going to do it twice. And after the second time I do it, I'm going to follow it through and I'm going to play the next string, which is the 3rd string. That's going to be open. That one. So it's going to be like this. That's it. That's the whole ending. And at first that might give you the most difficult, or it might be the most difficult part of the song for you at first until you get used to the hammer-ons and whatnot. So do it slowly. Practice very slowly. But here's what it sounds like now with the whole thing put together, and I'll play it slowly for you. Whoops, my bad. Let me start all over. So you can go fast, you can go slow, and it sounds pretty good, and it's kind of funny, especially if you just bust out with this piece in the midst of a bunch of other people. It's kind of hilarious. So I hope you enjoy that piece. I'll just play it one more time for you. So enjoy it. Sweet Home Alabama.